Hey folks, John Torino here. I thought I'd make a quick video this afternoon. It's a Saturday afternoon and I just got back from marrying two lovely people, Andrew and Christy. And the bridal party was kind enough to provide me with a nice boutonniere so that I looked pretty. So I thought I'd take advantage of being dressed up this afternoon and just say a few words. I still have some openings for Sundays in August and September, and even a couple of Saturdays still left in September. So if you're looking to get married and you haven't got your officiant yet for August or September, and you're flexible enough to do a Sunday instead of a Saturday, give me a call or actually check my website first at yourminister.org and look at John's booking calendar on the left-hand side and see if the date that you need is available. I would love to marry you folks, and I've got a few slides here to point out to you. Let me just go through them very quickly. You're probably way past this step if you are now sitting in July for an August or September wedding, but if you're looking for 2018, now's the time to start planning. And your first step is to find out or figure out who you want to invite, because this is your single largest and most controllable cost variable. The number of people translates and multiplies directly into the cost when you multiply it by cost per person for the ceremony, not so much for the ceremony, but certainly for the reception. Decide for next year whether you want to do a winter, spring, summer, or fall. Obviously, summer weddings are the most popular. They're going to be the most expensive for the venues and for all of your other vendors. But winter weddings can be okay if you live in a temperate climate. Spring is a wonderful time to get married, depending on where you are. And fall is a beautiful time of year. So think about weather, think about travel, airplanes and people traveling in from out of town. Venue and cost considerations, cheaper in winter, obviously, or fall than it is in peak season. So give that some thought. Decide where to get married. Once you know how many people, that'll help you figure out whether you want to do it in a church or a hotel, or a destination wedding, or a winery, or a wedding estate, or a park, or a farm. And your budget will have a big impact on that as well. So you'll want to check early, typically a year to 18 months in advance for venues, as far as availability and capacity and cost considerations. Select your key vendors. Once you've got your venue selected, that's usually the gating factor. Then think about food and drink. Does your venue supply that, or do you need to hire your own caterer and bartender? What about music and entertainment? Are you just going to use a iPad or something like that for your music, or are you going to hire musicians, or are you going to hire a DJ? How's that going to work? Photos and videography, that's kind of stuff that needs to be planned early. And don't denigrate videography. A lot of brides say that the one thing they wish they had done, which they didn't do, was videography. So give that some thought. You got to think about your cake, you got to think about your flowers, and oh, by the way, what about somebody to marry you? You need an officiant. And sometimes we get booked up early as well. So if you want an officiant that's going to work with you during the planning process, help you with vows and scripts, and work with you if you need rehearsal help, and who will professionally and personably perform your ceremony for you on your special day, make sure you book me early. Make sure that the people that you're working with are available, that they're compatible with you, that they're flexible, and that they're affordable. Okay, these are all important things to think about. When it comes to your ceremony, there are things to think about there as well. Do you want it to be religious or non-religious? Are you going to write your own vows, or do you want to use standard vows or some variation thereof? What about special ceremony elements? Are you looking for a sand ceremony, or a unity candle, or hand fasting, or other special elements? And will your officiant accommodate those and help you get them incorporated in your ceremony? And will he or she work with you on consultations and rehearsals? You're going to want somebody who's experienced, you're going to want somebody who's personable, you want somebody who's professional, and you want somebody who's reliable. Not a good time to find out a week or two before the ceremony that, oh, your brother-in-law or your funny uncle just decided, I really can't do that, and then you're scrambling for a professional to help you out. So give that some thought. The price of an amateur can oftentimes be far more expensive than the price of a professional. So think about that as you choose your vendors, especially since us officiants are probably the least expensive but most necessary part of your wedding ceremony day, your wedding day. And then enjoy your ceremony. Make sure you have a person who can be there to help you with day of coordination, and breathe and take into account the fact that, if something goes wrong, it will, but it's not going to be a disaster. So don't be a bridezilla about it. Don't get obsessive compulsive about it. Things will work out. It will be okay. So enjoy your ceremony on your special day. And if I can help with answering any questions or helping you with advice or referrals in case I'm booked, I do keep other vendors, other officiants on my website referrals page, because we share when we need to if we're booked. And I can also help you on my referrals page with anything from announcements, invitations, hair and makeup, venues, virtually anything, because I have a lot of contacts in the business. So I can help you find who it is you need. And when it comes to marrying you, I would love to do that. So please do check yourminister.org, check John's booking calendar, and don't let 2018 sneak up on you, because it's coming very quickly. Thanks for watching and listening, and I hope to hear from you soon.